What I want to do today is connect our Notion and GitHub apps so that whenever a new database item is filled out on our Notion app, an issue will automatically be created in our selected GitHub repo. Zapier is a no-code tool that makes it easier for anyone to automate workflows across 5,000 plus apps. If you don't have an account, there's a link in the description for a free 2-week trial, so you could try it risk-free. Let's dive in. In order to get started with this workflow, I need to create a zap by clicking the button on the left-hand side of the screen. Because I want Notion to trigger the creation of a new issue in GitHub, I'll need to use Notion as my trigger. I can find the app by typing it into the search bar and clicking below. Setting this as the trigger means that anytime Notion sees a new database item is created, it's going to run this workflow. The trigger screen will then pop up. I should click New Database Item as my event and click Continue. The first time we set up Notion, we'll need to authenticate it with Zapier. A link will pop up for you to log into your Notion account. Don't worry, it's totally safe because Zapier uses industry standards for encryption when connecting with each of your apps. I'll put a link to Zapier's security and trust page in the description as well. Once we log in, we'll need to fill out our trigger app's data. To do this, click the database you want to use for your Zap under the Form drop-down menu. I'm going to click Zapier Coding Table and I'll click Continue. In order to finish setting up the trigger, we'll need to pull in some example data. To do that, click Test Trigger. You're all set with the first step. Click Continue and we can start creating our action. Type in GitHub into the search bar and select it on the drop-down menu. Next, click Create Issue and click Continue. From there, I can select our account and authenticate GitHub with Zapier, just like I did with my Notion account. By the way, if at any point you get stuck, Zapier's got an amazing support team that can help you out. There's a link in the description to their forum post for this specific workflow. Click Continue and it's time to assign our Trigger Apps data into the Action Apps field. First, pick the repo you want your Notion data to appear on. I'm going to click Zapier 101/Learn Zapier. Next, under Title, I'll click Title, and under Body, I'm going to type in a custom message. I'll click Prototype, and then type in Needs to be completed by, and then I'll click Assignees. Then I'll type Status and click Status. Then I'll click Continue. Click Test Action, and I should be all set. Yep, there it is. This is ready to turn on. Now, anytime a new database item is created in Notion, a new issue will automatically be created in GitHub. I hope this was a helpful demo. Zapier can do so much more with these two apps and thousands of others. Check Zapier out. There's a free trial. Click the link in the description.